everyone, regardless of their social and economic status or their background, ethnicity, immigration status, everyone deserves to have a safe park that they can go to and get to spend time themselves or with their families. And I believe that people who have a place that they can go and feel comfortable and healthy and safe in are going to internalize that, and they're going to be more connected with their community. And that's very important for making sure that people feel safe and that they also have a sense of pride in their neighborhood.
One of the most important things is just that they exist and we have these spaces. They don't have to be amazing. They don't have to be filled with pickleball courts and water slides and this type of thing. Just places where, you know, friends and family can get together. And sometimes the parks are no bigger than an acre, but they serve the purpose for the community.
Well, I love the park because it's in my neighborhood. I can walk from my house and get to the park within 10 minutes.
I can go out into my yard and enjoy the nature, but people that live in an apartment complex need outdoor spaces to enjoy. And parks in the city of Austin, that's one of our gems. That's one of the things that makes our city a great city is our Austin parks.
From Zilker Park or a field of bluebonnets, these are the things that people love about Austin. And I think they're important to everybody's mental health as well.
You know, in this time of social distancing, there's very few safe places where we can be around other people, but still socially distance and keep ourselves and our families safe. And parks are just absolutely essential for that. They're essential for people's mental health.
I guess it's just a special place where I can go to kind of get away from that day's problems and, you know, either walk my dog or go running, and just to be around nature is very relaxing. And I think during stressful times, people will definitely need access to those outdoor areas just to get some stress relief and fresh air and a change of scenery from their home.
I have a daughter, she's 13 now, but through her whole life, we spent a lot of time outdoors in the park at different growth points in her life using different facilities. So whether it's the swings or the playing fields or learning how to ride a bike over at Dick Nichols Park, it's been an essential point in our lives to be able to have access to that.
It's a part of equity and making sure that people who don't have the means to participate in all kinds of expensive, summer camps, but that there's still a place that they can go and have fun and be with their families.
Pandemic has definitely proven how important green spaces are to our communities, and now more than ever is the time that we need to kind of take care of our green spaces and make sure that they stay a safe and enjoyable way for people to be outside.
The resources really need to be focused on maintaining the parks because they are in so much higher use right now.
It definitely would be important to make sure we have the appropriate staff to kind of manage those trails now with the right, protective gear for them if they are out there having to touch it, so that we can make sure that our trails stay nice as they are getting this increased usage.
I think that there needs to be a budget for more staff. There needs to be park ranger budget. I consider the parks department probably my number one partner, because if we can't keep the grounds friendly enough to invite the community to come inside and use it, whether it's for their own personal mental health or physical health, or it's to congregate with friends or to meet other community, then that space is not being utilized.
I see the Parks Department keeping up with the trails most of the time, but there is some dangerous parts. Also, a lot of the times the rain will wash out the trails, and so just the fact that they're keeping up with it is really good because there is some dangerous spots. But a lot of the parks in my area don't get that much service because I'm not sure why.
I'm a part of an adopted park group for Onion Creek, and so we usually host cleanup events, but we haven't been able to host any of those recently. due to COVID. So there is quite a bit of trash.
I've definitely noticed more garbage, which is unfortunate. I think some people, they'll pick up garbage along the way, but now that people don't want to touch anything, so I think it's left behind.
Bull Creek Park is being loved to death. With people needing to get out of the house and enjoy the green spaces that Austin has to offer. It's really one of the only safe places that you can go and enjoy kind of time with your family and being outside your house. And we need to do something to make that a little bit safer for everybody.
Spring Woods is usually a pretty clean park, but during the pandemic, with staff not being around as often, I have seen a lot more debris and trash around.
It's really critical that we have parks that are safe for everyone and that they feel welcoming to all people. So I think we can't just have nice parks in certain parts of town. We have to have nice parks throughout the city so that everyone can have that experience of feeling safe in their neighborhoods.
I mean, parks are essential, especially to Austin, and so it's important that our city takes care of them.
I believe that as the city is growing, we want to maintain the highest quality of life for our residents and be the best city in the nation. And the way to do that is to provide green space, to be able to have people have access to get outdoors, to enjoy themselves, to have downtime, to have connection with their family and friends. And green spaces are the absolute best place to do it.
City council should really understand that parks are definitely an essential everyday thing for, just human activity.
Yeah, I think this one says it all. Like, parks are essential.
Parks are essential.
Parks are absolutely essential.
Parks are essential for me.
Parks are essential.
Hello, park advocates and partners. My name is Rich Garza, and I'm the board chair of Austin Parks Foundation. Like many Austinites, my local neighborhood park continues to be a source of joy and relaxation for me during these turbulent times. That's why it's so important that we support our parks this budget cycle. We've spent a lot of time talking to the community over the past few months, and as you've just heard, their message is clear. Parks are essential. That's why Austin Parks Foundation is advocating for a $4.4 million increase to Austin's parks budget. Parks are essential, so let's act like it. This budget increase will go towards much needed improvements and services that keep Austinites safe, healthy, and sane. A large portion of that increase should support our trails. During a normal year, Austin Parks Foundation events provide close to 900 hours of volunteer labor. That labor, which keeps our park clean, safe, and well-maintained, has disappeared over the past 4 months, meaning the city of Austin must work to make up for this lost labor. Additionally, there are more people walking, running, and biking on our trails than ever before. And that's great, but it also means the city needs to do more to keep folks safe while they use the trails. Austin's park rangers offer indispensable services to all park users. They provide programmings in our parks and trails, promote Leave No Trace, and help Austinites be safe while using parks and trails. These are essential workers, and we need more of them to keep Austinites safe. Finally, Austin must do more to support our recreation centers and the childcare and teen programming that PARD provides. COVID-19 has caused tremendous harm across our city, and for many parents, working from home is not an option. Our Parks Department has an important role to play when it comes to providing safe and affordable childcare. And like many departments across the city, it can do more good for more people with more funding. It's important that City Council provides this funding for expanded childcare services at our recreation centers. Thank you to our City Council for the important work they are doing and their continued support of our parks. And thanks to all of the advocates who have helped Austin Parks Foundation strengthen our park system. We really appreciate it.